We're all about weird Russian songs.
And McConaughey stripper style in hell.
You got the cowboy hat on. Oh no, it's the line from
I'm just gonna keep it going.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, whatever. Fuck it. No, it's the line.
No, I just cut.
It's called a cold open. no. It's the line from Days and Confused, just him sitting in hell, like with the mustache against the wall. Oh, that's what I love about these demons. I get older, they stay the same age.
On that note, welcome to Jabbermouths. I am JD. I'm just normal JD this week.
I have no emotion. I'm Ethan.
And I'm your ship captain, Barrett.
This week is our second week of our double feature. In the realm of sci-fi, we watched Disney's The Black Hole.
I wouldn't call this a feature.
Yeah, it's not.
I would call it a placeholder. It is a placeholder of a film.
It's funny because when we finished the core last week, we were like, oh, at least we get to watch a Disney film next week, and
like I said, this is Dark Age Disney.
It's so bad, dude.
During their dark ages of, hey, let's try only live action things, and
yeah, they were just so it came out in 1979, which is, you said 3 years after Star Wars, 2 years.
2 years, 77.
So they're just chasing that whole craze because Star Wars did so well that they had to make
it was
everyone
also
had to
around
make
the
a sci-fi
time
movie.
when Disney, I learned a lot of this from Defunct Land, I guess. It was also around the time where starting in after just the success of Snow White in the 1930s, they bought up book rights for everything and continued doing this process all the way into the 70s and 80s of just always buying the book rights. And so there was so the original Black Hole, I think it was released in the 50s or 60s, was a sci-fi novel.
I hope it didn't sell well.
And Disney got the rights. Well, I think this is the watered-down Disney version. I think the book itself was a hit, and then it's like, hey, let's make this into a movie. And what do? When you make it, book into a movie? Water it down.
Yeah, I can understand that. It's a really bad movie. I see what they were trying to do. I really do. Because all the much like the last season of Game of Thrones, all of the ideas are there.
Yeah.
They're just done very poorly. They're just executed very badly.
So many moments you can't get over, where it's just like, hey, guys, look at the strings on these floating robots. Hey, look at the strings on this lady. Hey, look at the really bad green screen. And the worst thing is the smack in the mouth because 2 years before was Star Wars.
Well, not to defend this movie, but it did get nominated for special effects that year, though. Didn't this movie?
Yes, it did get nominated for cinematography and special effects.
Yeah, but Suicide Squad won for best costumes. So
all I'm saying is
I have gripes with the Academy.
It's shitty. We all have gripes with the fucking Academy. But I mean, I'm saying
we're calling you out, Academy of Filmmakers.
God, there goes your Oscar.
Ooh, what was it gonna do?
Oh yeah, because I had such a high chance of winning.
I had such a high chance. What was yeah? Oh boy, that Oscar. Oh gee whiz.
Watch one of us win one day, and we're gonna have to go back and be like, I remember sitting in a couch going, oh,
I want me a Razzie. I want a Razzie. God damn it.
I'd be down with a Razzie. I could see us actually having a much higher chance of winning a Razzie. With this shit that we like to make.
Yeah, let's do it. We're gunning for the Razzie, boys. We'll see you in 2035, and we're awarded the Razzie.
Well, now we're just going to get disappointed if we win an Oscar, because I don't know about you, but I'm putting in the speech. I'm going to come up here and go, well, I wanted a Razzie, but I guess this will do.
Just shit in the face of everything the Academy has ever done.
No, it's right.
Yeah,
you say that
happily,
when I go...
Actually, I do. I'd walk up there on acid and drag and do that, man. I don't give a...
No, it's right when you say a Razzie and I go, well, I can give you a raspberry, and then I lift your shirt and go, in front of the entire Academy.
We'll be back after this.
You guys let Ellen DeGeneres host. I can do whatever I want.
Go on to Twitter afterwards. I'd like to dedicate our speech to Eric Andre.
Did Star Wars win?
I don't think Star Wars won anything.
Yes, it won...
Special effects.
6 Academy Awards.
Yeah, that makes sense. But back on the topic of this movie, it, like I said, a lot of good ideas, right? Space, isolation, using
man and machine,
scary man versus machine, the idea of a mystery behind a horrible thing that happened, right? That's all there.
Mm-hmm.
They just do it they executed all really badly, I think, is the big issue of the movie. There were so many times that I was ready to fall asleep. I was just like, get on with it. I know you're doing bad things. Just do the bad thing.
With credits included, this movie is 1 hour and 37 minutes long. And it is too long.
This should have been like an hour-long special for TV.
Yes.
Yeah.
At best.
It's
got the quality of it.
You guys want to know how we think it's too long? We watched the extended Fellowship of the Ring last night. And that was not long enough, damn it. But this film was too damn long.
Yeah, we even got high, and we were just amazed with every piece of the Fellowship. I sober can't make it through this fucking movie. Dude, oh my god.
Being high would have made it better?
I'd be asleep.
I'd be on my phone.
If I was high, I would be in your lap asleep by the time this movie ended.
I think it was around like the 45-minute mark. I was already thinking about other movies I wanted to watch for future episodes. Like something in my head, I'm just thinking like, hey man, remember the Toxic Avenger? And I'm like, damn.
Can we watch more entertaining ones from this point on? Is that too much to ask?
That's why I was thinking the Toxic Avenger. I'll tell you guys about that later.
Okay, good.
So the main plot is you have the USS Cygnus, this ship that went missing. This other ship actually finds them, like these 6 crew members. They get inside. Turns out you have the scientist, the captain of the ship, Reinhard. He's gotten a little crazy, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna drive this ship right into the black hole. It's gonna be bitchin'.
Because I'm gonna learn all these things. Oh, and his ship, one of the main cast crew members, her dad was on that ship, right?
Plot point never gets resolved besides he's dead.
He's dead. Reinhard turned all of his people into machines.
Not even machines, they're just like zombies.
Yeah. Who still celebrate funerals? For some reason?
Yeah, maybe that's Reinhardt telling him to do it, though. Like, he feels bad whenever one of them dies, so he's like, I should still give it a funeral. So, like, he has a program that they'll do a funeral.
If you're calling it, you have a problem already.
Reinhardt's a fucking crazy guy, okay?
They prefer they.
Wow. I didn't realize this movie had that kind of commentary.
Oh, then he also has his best friend / bully, Maximilian, this big robot that flies and has, the drill arms.
And lasers,
he has USB fans that plug into his arm sockets.
Yeah, that can kill people. It kills,
It literally gores a man.
It gores Norman.
Yeah, Norman Bates.
Because that actor's in this movie.
And a robot gores him.
Yeah, you don't see blood, though. It's Disney. No blood.
No blood.
Just...
PG.
Just
vibrates him and throws him onto exposed wires.
Yep. Sucks to suck, Norman. Quit being your mom.
Well, then there's this whole thing... I don't know. It's so hard to watch this and not go... Interstellar, because this whole movie is basically Interstellar. Sorry, well, Interstellar is basically this whole movie.
But they did everything right. Well,
Interstellar
is
Interstellar is good.
I'm not a fan personally.
I know.
But if I have to watch Interstellar or this, I'm watching Interstellar.
See, if I had to watch this or Interstellar, I'm going to bed.
There you go.
I just started doing a running joke now. We got rid of Ninja Turtles. Now it's go to bed.
Well, you brought Ninja Turtles up now. So.
Yeah, but I didn't bring it up jokingly.
That's a valid point.
Here's one thing I will say I actually loved. I like the robot personalities. You got a robot break room going on.
Yeah.
They're literally just fucking around shooting guns, trying to beat their high score. I weirdly liked that.
Do the robot?
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, do the robots in this have more personality than the robots in the first Star Wars film? Right, sorry, the Stormtroopers.
I'd say more personality than the Stormtroopers. I like to imagine, especially their break room, some of them are smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
Drinking Pepsi.
Yeah,
drinking Pepsi, smoking cigarettes, and we're back to TMNT.
Well, they would play that game to, challenge each other.
Yeah.
You don't ever see Stormtroopers doing, shit like that. Most you ever see them doing is eating in a mess hall.
Yeah.
That's about all you ever get from them.
Punching Baby Yoda. Spoiler.
It was great. I loved it. I loved every second of it. Knock that little prick down a peg.
Oh my god.
Ask me.
Faye, what do you got against Grogu?
Spoilers.
I thought he was...
Whatever.
He grew on me, obviously, but
Whatever, it's a name.
I still like that everyone, the minute they saw Grogu, they're always like, oh, he's great, I love it. And so I actually really like the Stormtroopers going what the fuck is that thing? Punches it. Get off me.
Yeah, I'm not bleeping out Grogu. Sorry. If you didn't see it, you're not getting it anyway, so whatever. I mean, very much Star Wars vibes, but again, Star Wars.
The blandest ship design I have ever seen.
Right.
Like, just them calling to the ship, just, oh my god, it was boring. Just, I'm bored.
Comparing this to, like, Episode 4, the best thing I can do is Star Wars was a really cool story that they then put in space. Like, if you just boiled it down to its elements, it's still a really cool story without ever, like, saying that it's in space, right?
It's an opera,
right?
That's the idea.
It's just a sci-fi movie. Like, you take that away from it, and it's not a movie anymore.
Yeah.
It's true.
You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't exist unless it's a sci-fi movie. Which is why I think I didn't like it, because it was just so bland. It was like Star Trek, but they have to, but even more Star Trek. Like, they have to explain every single detail, and I hated that.
Star Trek, even, like, that's a low-budget sci-fi show, like the original was, but the difference was, they still had fun. There was a fast pace, like, hey, we gotta go here, we gotta do this, go, go. The bright colors, it was fun. There's nothing really fun about this film.
No, and the pacing is the weakest point for me. If all this happened,
I would say the soundtrack's the weakest point.
Yeah, there's a lot of weak points, actually. Well, you know what? Side note, on the soundtrack thing, we'll come back to the plot issue, I'm sure, at some point. Why the fuck? This movie starts with about 2.5 minutes of just black screen and music playing.
I didn't check that it wasn't broken. I was just sitting there, like, did something happen in the stream?
We were like, oh, maybe it's skipping the credits because they're super old and they don't own the copyright or something anymore. No, then it does the credits right after that with more music playing. So you sit because the credits are what, like 4 minutes long at the beginning?
At the beginning, no, I think the credits are shorter than that. But it's still a good 3.5 minutes.
Like with credits, I'd say like 4 minutes total. Yeah. You just sit there and nothing of importance happens other than the credits.
Well, even it's good
to credit people, but what the fuck?
Even then, you get the new black screen, except it's got white dots, which are stars of like all this like course correction to 3.0 degrees at 1100 hours. They don't even say 100 hours. They just say 1100.
Yeah, just like
radius 3.0 for like a minute, and then you're just like, what the fuck's going on?
What a great intro. Wow, what a...
Yeah, it was rough. I preferred the intro to, what was it, 74 was Dune?
84.
84? Yeah, remember at 84 had like a Star Wars-esque, but it was way longer.
Well, then they have the princess come in. Whoever controls the spice melange controls the universe.
Yeah, the shitty 1984 Dune movie had a better opening, and that was like 10 minutes of fucking expo dump at the beginning of that movie.
That's true. Actually, this film has given me a new appreciation for Dune 84.
Don't give it that much credit.
You're right. I was more entertained by Dune 84.
Yes.
How's
All
that?
right. Okay, that's a good way of putting it. This is just bad. My favorite part, I think, by far, is when people started dying.
Well, in what? The people on the ship died. Reinhardt died.
Well, sort of died. I mean, they're zombies. Oh, like by the end of the movie?
Yeah. Reinhardt died.
Because the ship crashed, right? Or did it? It's a very vague
endings. The filmmaker's wet dream.
All you need to know is that Reinhardt literally goes to hell. One of the last shots in the film is him trapped inside his robot Maximilian in hell.
Yeah.
That is real. What we're telling you.
And there are... Assumingly, the other people who were on the ship are there with skulls for faces.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was already gone. I was ready to watch
faces.
something else.
And then it cuts back to the main crew who made it through the black hole?
We have to go through the hallway.
We have to go through the crystal hallway, which may be heaven.
Right.
There's a flying woman there, but they never explain the flying woman. She just flies past you.
There's a whole psychedelic thing with all three crew members where it's spinning around their heads.
And
the robot Vincent. Yeah.
And then they get farted out at what I assume a sphere is, that is the Earth.
Either Earth or like their mission was to find an inhabitable planet, so maybe that's what that was.
All Wikipedia says is they appear in front of what appears to be a planet in front of a star. And that is the description that Wikipedia gives.
I just...
and it's like...
It's like, I mean, at least Wikipedia tried.
Dude, this is making me think of... I don't know why, it just came to me in head, but just like them, like, finding a random planet. Do you guys remember Roly Poly Oly?
What?
Oh,
There's a space show about a
yeah.
robot, and each
No.
I
and
do
each
know
like
Roly Poly Oly.
planet had a different shape. There was like a cube planet and triangle
Because
planet.
he was a circle and his friend was
Square.
a cube boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I only remember like weird pictures from that show. I can't remember like voices. I can't remember
Same.
story. I just remember. I know what you're talking about.
I know, and I'm
It's
just
kind of
thinking,
creepy that
I
I
just-
only can see the visualizations of
I
that
just remember
show.
the opening with like all like the fun shaped planets, and I like to imagine that's what they get popped out in.
A cube planet.
I don't know where to go from here.
So my new pitch for the film. So we take that 2 minutes of like the bum 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 bum, like the orchestra opening.
I'll say we haven't talked
Instead,
about that yet.
we have an iconic African American actor. He comes in a towel. He says, "All
In a
right, let's
towel?
do this." Takes off the towel. He's fully naked. He decides to turn around to the camera, spreads his ass open, and then the camera slowly zooms in for that next hour and 37 minutes to that orchestra. Bum ba da bum 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 ba da.
And
That's
at an hour and 21 minutes in, the credits start rolling.
There are a few times though when he coughs, so you see the sphincter move a little bit.
Just so
That
you
is
know
the
that
new
we
black hole.
Just so you know that we didn't just like take a freeze frame and
Right.
do it. No, he's there, standing.
He's there.
for an
Spread
hour and 30
for an hour and 30 minutes. You gotta include a few of those coughs.
We made it real.
Does he just like get up and walk away then at the end?
No. It keeps zooming in, and then once the screen is fully dark, then the film ends. It's
Yeah, no, it
called
just
art.
ends. We
called
don't ever see
It's
it.
called art.
I'd
That's
watch that.
that's what's gonna win us an Oscar right there.
I love it.
Best acting.
Yeah.
Best
Yeah.
acting right there. What a bold.
Gotta stand there for an hour and a half, spreading them cheeks.
Can you win best costume design if it was just somebody's asshole for an hour and 37 minutes?
Hey, somebody's gotta put some makeup on that ass.
Hey, we bleached the hell out of that ass.
This is the most realistic ass prosthetic I've ever seen. That's no prosthetic.
That's no prosthetic. Oh boy.
He goes to a restaurant. He's like, table for one, please. We're full. Do you know who I am? Drops his pants and turns it around.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, sir.
Come
Right this way. Yeah.
sir. Get him the finest champagne wheel. He's the ass man from the black hole. Oh.
So, sir, can I have your autograph?
Why, of course. Then he
course
puts the
you
pen in.
Right? He's like, can my son touch your ass? It
Can I get a picture with my
would
son?
be my pleasure.
It's a whole family just standing around a spread asshole.
Can you imagine the world we would live in?
A better world.
A way better world.
World. If that was the new black hole.
I'd watch that, actually. Just to say
So
I
there's
did.
there's a bunch of kids in 2020 or
Oh.
2019 sitting in a film history class somewhere. It's like, this is the greatest film ever made.
It's just that.
Screw Citizen Kane. Screw 2001: A Space Odyssey.
The Black
Today
Hole.
we are watching The Black Hole.
Oh my god, the amount of money that I would...
Professor, is this
just
it? Yes.
Yes.
You will sit
No,
here.
he just goes,
feel?
what do you mean, is this it?
What did you feel? Tell me, class. What did you feel?
Aroused? Oh, no, get him out of here.
Confusion. Go with that.
Exactly,
Yes,
please,
go on.
please. Now write
Explain.
your paper on it.
Elaborate.
Sir,
Feel empty? Yes, these are the real feelings.
Joy? Exactly.
I'm going to need 400 words on my desk
dude.
by tomorrow.
No, that's actually the only way to watch the black hole. That version of it is you have to, you have to set up like that head, like the eye peeled open thing, like Clockwork Orange.
You
You can't blink. You can't look away.
I don't
No
mind the
eating during the movie.
1979, The Black Hole, but where's the remake where we get Barack Obama to do it? I'm just saying.
And actually gets a phone call during it. Like we see like his signature move as well. Michelle, I can't talk right now.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of filming that thing. No,
Sir,
the other
Russia-
thing.
Sir, they're firing nukes. I'm in the middle of something.
I'm in the middle of something.
Wow.
God.
That was a 4.5 minute tangent on some black dude's ass.
What the fuck else am I supposed to talk about? The black hole sucked!
It sucked so hard. I feel like we maybe make this like a 30-minute one or like a 35.
I don't know if
one.
we can make it to 40.
We shouldn't even call it a science double feature. We should just call it a science
We'll call it
one and a half.
Yeah. I'm cool
Oh,
with
boy.
that.
I
But
just,
yeah, I
no,
don't know.
it's a science.
Science
A science
rip ass.
ripping ass in front of the mic.
That
No,
got caught, baby.
It's a science movie, and then we get the television special afterwards, and then that's just the end of it.
Yeah, this is a television special.
Did this? Oh yeah, this did get a
Theatrical
This
release,
got a
yeah.
what?
yeah.
Yeah, you
It
said
made
it made $4.5 million
dollars on its
opening
first
weekend.
weekend.
How much did it cost to
It
make
was
the film?
$20 million,
They got $20 million to make this,
and it made 35 in the U.S. and Canada.
which
All right.
bothers me actually.
It's more than 150%. So
It bothers me that I feel like they kind of scammed people into seeing this though with the big sci-fi craze more than anything. Which is what can I do to get?
How
asses
many
in
DC
seats?
movies
I mean, that's
have
what
we
happened with
watched?
Turkish Star
I'm not
Wars.
forgiving DC for what they did. I'm just saying that this happened.
I mean, that's. I've watched so many early '80s sci-fi films trying to. Because I watched especially watching the show Mystery Science Theater 3000, phenomenal show. And so they've covered like quite a few of during this big space craze.
Episode 4 had half the fucking budget.
And it kicked ass.
Half. Half the budget.
Yeah,
I was giving him a pass with $20 million for inflation, but like
Not anymore.
Star Wars had half the fucking budget.
and it did so much better.
The story a million times better.
I mean,
the
that's
visual
also
effects a million times
ILM and its
a lot
magic.
better.
Right.
Do you remember the original Palpatine? What that looked like?
So?
Nah, it was bad. It was really, really, really bad.
I don't know.
It was
I thought it was
worse
okay.
than. Have you seen the original?
No.
Let me see if I can find it. Keep talking.
I think,
'Cause-
so I watched a lot of these films that tried to capitalize on the Star Wars craze, and this was the most boring, because at least the others, there's something to point fingers and laugh at. We're like, this is weird, this is bizarre. Of course, then you actually have one of the films that actually predated the Star Wars craze, that is pretty wild and fun. I'm Googling dates right now to make sure I don't look like a fucking simp.
It's okay. You are a simp. It's fine.
I don't have money.
But just so we're clear, before they went and fixed it, that's what Palpatine had looked like when the movie originally came out. Like, it was bad. I'm not saying
It's
that.
bad. I don't
I'm
think
just
it's...
saying-
I think it's $11 million bad.
Well, technically, if anything...
They could have just gotten an old guy.
That's true.
They could have just, instead of like
No, but...
putting like bug eyes around his eyes. I'm just saying.
So we keep crediting, Star Wars, I guess, for starting the big sci-fi craze, but if anything, predating that, we got Barbarella from 1968. It had an orgasm machine.
Oh.
Did Star Wars?
No,
I don't think
kinda,
so.
kind of want to live in that universe a little bit more.
Nah, it's
What? It
used-
has an orgasm machine.
It's called a fleshlight.
That involves more work than I'm willing to put in half the time.
Also, she had a shag carpet spaceship, so that's pretty cool.
I'm into it. Was her main chair not a waterbed? Because if it wasn't, I don't want to know.
I don't remember, actually.
I'd be happy if it was.
There's also giant meteors strike the ship and rip holes in the side of the ship, and everybody's like, yeah, it's fine, whatever.
Yeah, they just like throw the rules of how space works out
Like-
the windows.
Well,
Even like
also-
how movie space works goes out the window. Because sometimes when they bust a hole in the ship, it sucks shit up, and sometimes it doesn't.
Right, like, at least Star Wars went, okay, you know what? We're going to put force fields across, like, the entrances to ships. Like, at least
That makes
Star Wars
sense.
had that going for it, right? But no, it's just... It's so bad.
Yeah. What was it? You were looking up like wiki facts. You said Neil deGrasse Tyson labeled
Oh, yeah.
this.
The least accurate science fiction movie of all time. Here, I'm going to go... Just like we did with Holiday. I'm gonna come read some of their critical reviews.
All right.
What's this called? The Black Hole.
Because it's that bad.
Fill the time.
I'm just trying to. I don't.
I'm
juggling. Look,
I feel
throw me
like-
more balls, Barrett. I'll keep juggling.
No, hold on. I don't know why we even need to film.
Throw me another
I
one.
gave you.
Barrett, I can't do this unless you're gonna be cool and throw me another. Fuck! I dropped the balls.
Good. Because let me tell you, that asshole bit was the best fucking thing we've ever come up with on this goddamn podcast. And I will fucking stand by it. That was
Alrighty.
comedy
I think we've been
gold.
funny before. We've said other funny things though.
I mean
The
the
anus will be the greatest of
But
them
the
all.
anus-
what? Not
Will be the
Ralph
greatest.
standing outside of adoption or of abortion clinics.
was pretty good.
Raphael.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, you boys don't want that baby.
Let's see.
I'll take it.
So hey, in the vast, vast library of Disney Plus, avoid this one.
Yeah.
Roger Ebert gave it 2 out of 4, saying it takes us all the way to the rim of space, only to bog us down in talky melodrama whipped up out of mad scientists and haunted houses.
Yeah, that's actually very accurate.
That's
Yeah.
pretty fair.
Somebody else, Gene Siskel, called it dull.
Yes.
And it takes much too long to get to its less than grand finale, in which a space villain and some good guys face being swallowed by a collapsed star with an enormous gravitational pull. While he praised the film's visual effects, he was critical of the film's cast, claiming they were dead stars in their own right. If the actors got paid to express emotions, then the cast of The Black Hole doesn't even deserve minimum wage. What was the minimum wage
What
in
a shot.
68?
In
California.
68.
74.
79.
79.
79.
Yeah.
Minimum wage.
Well, I mean, all important question is, I'm saying if we throw all 4 of our beautiful Baby Boy Ninja Turtles in there along with Master Splinter, this is better. This is a great movie. I think we get all the one-liners we deserve.
Well, which one
I
of
think
the
we get the
turtles gets
shenanigans.
gored by Maximilian?
I'm gonna go with Donatello because I feel like he gets shoved.
I want to stay on the ship, man.
The
Yeah.
minimum wage as of January 1st, 1798.
1790.
1979. In California, it was $2.90.
So they didn't deserve $2.90 an hour for the job they put in for this movie.
Well, okay, what is the inflation calculator? 1979. I purchased an item for $2 and what? 79 cents?
Sure.
$3.58 an hour.
Yeah, that sounds pretty accurate, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And they had random hero music for no reason.
Oh, yeah, the music didn't change with the action at all.
No,
Yeah.
it was just
It's the same thing the whole
laid
time.
a track. They just
Yeah.
laid a track at the end. That's all
Honestly,
they did.
we should just do that. We'll re-edit
That's how
this
it
film, but
felt.
we're just gonna lay down random music tracks. So just during their the dinner scene, we're just gonna be blaring the theme to Back to the Future.
Well, funny enough, and this is what's disappointing is it reminded me of fucking second year of film school.
Yeah.
When we were making Prod 2 films, and we were just, well, this is where this song goes, and we just lay the track on the bottom.
I mean, our very creative scenes under fluorescent lights, or not adjusting for white balance out of windows, as the sound gets too loud for the
Yep.
dialogue. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, these were good times.
Most annoying non-human character in Stinker's Bad Movies Awards went to Bob and Vincent.
I actually liked
I like-
Bob and Vincent. They
Yeah,
were
I
the two
would like
robots,
them more than the
two
people.
floaty robots. Yeah, those guys were fine.
Damn it, I had a comment. Oh, the Wikipedia page says that it never mentions a book actually, so you might still be correct because it's Wikipedia.
Mm.
But basically, 2 guys came up, had the idea, so they took it to Disney and were like, let's do this, and then they did revisions and nobody liked it, so they brought somebody on to revise it, and then they brought somebody else on to revise it, and then it got shelved, and then it got brought back, and they brought somebody on to revise it, and then the original dude died, but there was so much work that they continued to make it, so they revised it again and again and again, and then they hired somebody to direct it who read the script and said no and walked away, so they found somebody else to do it. And that's basically how this movie got made.
Your films kick ass. Gremlins 2. right?
No, we are not beating around this bush. That is so many fucking red flags. Shame
That
on
is-
you, Disney.
That is
Shame.
so bad.
Shame on you. For
The
just
original people
going
didn't
with
like it,
anyway.
and then someone died. So should we still try to make it?
Of
Yes.
course. We got money to make.
We gotta make a boring.
They
film,
were
guys.
gonna make a remake.
They were gonna do a remake of this?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I thought.
We
I was
already
like,
have that. It's called Interstellar.
Interstellar is better. Again, I still think I would enjoy Interstellar more if our boy McConaughey went through the black hole and ended up in hell.
Just another day in hell.
And that's where the cold open for this movie came from.
we just Photoshop all the Lincoln commercials, him driving a Lincoln through hell. Past the fire torment in my Lincoln.
My new Lincoln Navigator,
So
equipped for any good time.
Even when I got my skin ripped off. Just like a day at the spa.
Hey there, Satan. Oh, that's my penis, Satan. Stop that, please.
Stop that, please. Just like we felt about the black hole.
Stop that, please. Yeah. It's
you know what I could think of, like what I thought of the whole time we were watching all the robots? Kilroy was here. The Styx album.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's got a lot of that imagery.
Part of that album is all about like humans versus robots, because basically the backstory is music has been banned across the world.
Right.
And so Kilroy, I think this is it. I'm going to be really embarrassed if it's not. Kilroy.
I mean, the people that you will talk to it about, which is myself and Barrett, will not know that you're wrong, so it's fine.
But basically,
You're
robots control jail.
Okay.
And an inmate gets out by disguising himself in one of the robot like casings. And so that's the entire song. Domare Gato, Mr. Roboto. That's what the entire song is about.
I am a modern man.
Right.
Secret.
I've got a secret. Exactly. Yeah.
Barrett's already queuing up.
A rock and roll performer
YouTube.
who was placed in the futuristic prison for rock and roll misfits by the anti-rock and roll group, the majority for musical morality. The Roboto is a model of robot which does menial jobs in the prison. Kilroy escapes the prison by overpowering a Roboto prison guard and hiding inside its emptied out metal shell. When the big dude finally meets Kilroy at the very end of the song, Kilroy unmasks and he yells, "I am Kilroy, Kilroy," and that's why the song ends. And honestly, the ending to the Black Hole...
Better plot than the black hole.
Yeah, it's way better than the Black Hole.
All right, I think we can start winding down then on this. We'll call this a quarter special, I guess.
Yeah.
1 1/4.
Yeah, you want
The
to call it
2/3 special.
The 2/3 special. Well, we got one whole movie last
and
week,
then we'll
but
watch
not
a civil rights movie and call it the 3/5 special.
Oh, God.
History jokes.
Oh, I gotta tell you guys something in a minute. not putting this on there. As with every week, would you guys rather watch this movie or last week's The Core?
The Core. I mean...
I'd rather go to bed.
I'd watch The Core again over this, because
I-
at least I can laugh at The Core. I can't laugh at this.
If somebody
this
put a
makes me
gun to
fucking
your
fall
head
asleep.
and said choose...
First I'd question the man's motive. He just runs, like just me walking down a back alley, pulls going, "Hey, you're gonna come with me. You're gonna watch The Core or Black Hole. Your choice.
Or you're gonna die.
And he's supposed to go to bed. I'm like, what do you get out of this?
See, I would love it if
I
it's
was
not
paid.
even like... It's
I
like,
was paid to get people to watch these movies.
Why? They don't make money anymore. They're very old.
I would love if he doesn't even make you watch one, though. He just like, somebody just jumps your fence and goes, "Hey, The Core or fucking Black Hole? Which is better? Which one's better?
The Core.
Thank you for your input." And then just goes back over the...
Somebody pulls
and
the
he
gun
wa-
and then you just scream, "Pull the fucking trigger! Do it, motherfucker!
It's not a valid answer! You won't do it!
You won't do it, coward!" And then he
Pussy,
leaves.
they both suck! And he just goes, "I know." "Thank you for your analytic." And then he goes over the fence and walks over to his YouTube car and gets it. Because it just reminds me of those ads that you get all the time on YouTube that are like, make you answer a survey question. I always pick none of the above and skips it.
I force people to choose between the core and the black hole. You'll never guess what they said.
Please don't shoot me.
For one of those surveys, I think it was like a few weeks ago, I genuinely felt like an old man. Because the question was, which of these influencers do you like? And I saw I didn't know a single fucking person on this list, and I'm sitting here like, what? Is this what the kids are into? What?
Ew.
Didn't know a single person.
Yeah, I don't know. I just get mad at myself because I keep finding myself getting stuck in those little mini videos that are on YouTube now.
Yeah.
Like I'll watch one and then it'll just start scrolling through, and I just won't realize it, and I'll just watch it for like 10 minutes, and I'm like, what the fuck am I? I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore.
I like shitty memes, you know.
Well, mine aren't shitty memes. It's a mix of like weird TikTok bullshit and then like how to cook really good steak. And I'm like, I don't even eat steak very much, but this looks awesome.
The YouTube algorithm will forever be a mystery to the entire world.
Yeah, I was like,
sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. I have off days.
Most of mine don't hit.
I love how, like, randomly a bunch of people will get recommended a video, and all the comments are like, after 4 years, this is what they recommend me, and here I am.
You think people pay on some level to like push into the recommendation or push into the trending?
I think you can promote. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if you can promote, but
I wouldn't put it past YouTube because YouTube is Google. Anyway, we've gotten way off track.
I think that's a great conversation to have. Never.
Yeah, good point. All right, this has been episode 9 of 8, 9.
I think this is 9.
Jeez, I don't think I'm ready for double digits.
So glad. I'm just glad this wasn't the double digits episode.
Episode 10, a wet fart in space. Oh.
Right.
No, I had a title for it. Damn
for
it.
episode 10 or for
no,
episode?
Daft Punk, shitty Daft Punk in space.
Oh yeah, all the androids look like Daft Punk.
They do. So don't watch this movie. This has been Jabbermouths. I'm barely JD.
I'm really bored, Ethan.
I'm fused in the machine in hell.
And we'll see you guys next week.